So the way the Smallrig mount normally works is it comes with this ball attachment so that you can swivel your camera in different positions on this handlebar clamp. And I think normally if you have a camera attached right here, it probably works fine because this ball attachment is so small that it's not a lot of leverage for wind resistance or the camera to be pushing against the ball joint. But when you put an extended stick like the invisible stick for the Insta360, I think the wind resistance and the leverage overcome the tension on these ball joints. So what I did was I simply unscrewed the ball mount from the handlebar clamp, and then you'll see you've got two different sections. You've got the one that the ball joint screwed into, and then there's a larger one that is threaded for 3/8. So what I did was I got the handlebar mount that I made for my Z900, and you can go check out that video. Basically all it is a piece of PVC pipe that I cut to make this little curved handle down here to go around the stick, and then this tab to screw into the bottom of the stick. And I put a hole in the middle for mounting it, and then I heated it up with a heat gun and bent the PVC and painted it black. And it works really well because unlike the ball joint where you have something that can swivel and move around, you've got a firm hold on it in two positions. So even with wind or anything else, it's not going to pivot. So I've got that mount, I've got this, and then I went and I got a 3/8 bolt, and the shortest length they had was 3/4 inch, which was a little bit too long. So I cut it down to fit, and a lock washer and a flat washer. That'll go through the mount and then screw into the handlebar clamp. So I just used a crescent wrench to tighten this down on the lock washer, and then the handlebar mount can attach right there behind my little windscreen, and then you just clamp it down by turning that. And that's a pretty decent spot for it. It's not completely obnoxious. And then you'll see the selfie stick has a little hole in the bottom of it here for a 1/4 inch thread. All you have to do is squeeze it between this part here, and then I use this eye bolt to tighten it down. That way I don't need a wrench for that part. There you go. And then with the Insta360 One R, you can pretty much extend it out the distance that you want. You could leave it in here close and, you know, have a point of view shot and a close-up of you, or for a wider shot you could extend the stick out and get more of a third-person perspective looking back at the bike while you're riding. And that was where I ran into problems with just using the ball joint, because up here on the handlebars with the stick extended, when the wind was catching this stick, it would eventually just flip it over this way, which I'm lucky it didn't drop down and, you know, hit the street. But let's give that a test and see how it works. So for the first test, I'm going to run it with the stick in the short position up close and see how that comes out. And then I'll stop and pull over and I'll extend the stick out and see what the angle looks like with the stick extended. Pulled over to extend the stick, and I inadvertently came across some kind of car meat over here. Some pretty nice rides. But now's the real test to see if this is better than the ball joint. I'm going to put it on the bike and extend the stick and take it up on the highway and see if the highway speed's affected at all, or if it stays exactly where I put it. Here we go, stick out.